So today I'm going to talk about this. I meant to talk about it yesterday. Unfortunately, I got quite sick back in Ireland right now. Was obviously in Spain the last while. And yeah, we're going to be talking about this here. We're going to be talking about the whole thing with Caitlin Clark in the Carver Hawkeye Arena. And it's just, you're seeing here, the Arizona State women's team loves Carver Hawkeye Arena. Caitlin Clark really made it. If it's a shooter gym, not gonna lie, Caitlin Clark, you got it. It's the house Caitlin Clark built, and like you're looking at this right here, they're all just basically just fangirling over Caitlin Clark, talking about this, talking about the Hawkeye Arena, and then even seeing like Fairleigh Dickinson. You're seeing literally their whole college, actual college, posting their team trying to shoot from the Caitlin Clark logo. Like, it is actually a thing. And it is, in my opinion, that's one of the coolest things that Iowa did. I think that is one of the coolest things that Iowa have done. One of the smartest things they've done is that they put the 22 logo where she shot where she broke the college record. And I'm happy that Caitlin Clark didn't do it on like a free throw. I'm happy that she didn't do it on a free throw, on a layup. She did it on a logo three. Because now it is like a thing. It is like a thing now that teams go and they want to just shoot at from the Caitlin logo. And if you guys agree that this is cool, subscribe. We are trying to hit 57,730 subscribers by the end of the day. We need 2 more to do that. That would be insane. That being said, I think this is cool. This is really, really cool. It puts in perspective how lame her shot was of everything to do it. Make the same shot with a defender, you're facing national TV sold out. I mean, I'm going to be honest. No one in men's or women's basketball is doing that. Saying that it became a hallowed ground thing to do in the NCAA. Look at the smiles. Don't tell me Caitlin didn't change the game. Tell me she's not once alive. I literally read someone and they're like, Caitlin's the most impact. You can't put Caitlin as a top player in women's college basketball because, she never won. It's like, I'm going to be real here. And they were like, oh, Caitlin's actually not top 10. She win a championship. If Caitlin Clark goes to Notre Dame, and let's just say hypothetically, she goes to Notre Dame and rattles off 5 straight or 4 straight, or she goes to UConn, and Gino or Emma realize, oh, you know what, I kind of fucked up. Let's bring her to UConn, and they rattle off 4 straight, because they probably do. Like, they probably win with like Ono and like with that team with Caitlin and Paige. They probably win in 2021, 2022, 2020. Even with the Paige injury, I'm sorry. I mean this when I say this. Like, Caitlin Clark, they didn't play well against LSU. They should have won a title in 2023. They had no chance against South Carolina in 2024. They beat the team that they should have had no chance against 2023, and then lost to a team they should have beat. But in 2023, if you give Caitlin Clark, I'm not joking, if you give her Nika Mule, Lulos Lopez Seneschal, who was the 5th pick in the draft that year, Dorka Uhas, Aaliyah Edwards, I think it was KK Arnold. No, I don't think she was there that year. But if you give her Lou Lopez Seneschal, AZ Fudd played that year. I think AZ might have been healthy for a bit that year. But if you give her AZ, Lou, Dorka, and Aaliyah Edwards and Nika Mule, Caitlin's winning a title that year. Caitlin's winning the title. And then in 2024, you put Caitlin and a healthy Paige back on the floor, they win the title. Like, if Caitlin rattles off 4 straight at UConn, and let's just say Caitlin wins 2 MOPs and Paige wins 2 MOPs, she wouldn't have been a better college basketball player than what she did at Iowa. She took a team that nobody thought had any chance of making Final Four, made back-to-back national championship games. And while doing that, she was the all-time leader in points scored, NCAA points scored. Sometimes it means more to... Sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. And, like, let's be real, Caitlin Clark could have played 4 years. Like, Caitlin Clark could have left and transferred to UConn. Because you better believe, Gino Auriemma would have said, yeah. If winning a title and playing with the best player in the world mattered so much, Caitlin Clark could have just transferred to UConn, did her 5th year of eligibility, and walked to a national championship. Like, what are we saying here? But that's one of those things where it's like, love it. All these teams, this is what they're doing here. Several of these players would have competed against Clark's 2 years ago. Fairleigh Dickinson was Iowa's season opener during Caitlin Clark's senior season, which is, again, it's cool. It is cool. Like, you're playing against one of the greatest, probably the greatest player to ever play. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to say, because it is a tough one, because I think the Stewie versus Caitlin Clark argument are two very different things, where it's like the most dominant player to ever play in college basketball as an individual is Caitlin Clark. The greatest winner in college basketball is Breanna Stewart. And I think, like, you're looking at Stewie's accomplishment accolades versus Caitlin Clark's. You've got the stats and the two crazy NCAA runs in Caitlin Clark, and you've got a UConn team that might have won a national championship without. Yeah, I'll go as far as to say they might have won a national championship without Stewie. Like, and the reason why I can say that somewhat confidently is they went undefeated the next 2 seasons until they lost to Notre Dame, and I can't remember who beat them in 2018. But like, they went undefeated. They had back-to-back undefeated regular seasons after Stewie left. So, yes, I'm confident they win. They could have won, especially in 2016, the title without Stewie. And without Caitlin, I don't think I will make the tournament. I'll give them making the tournament. They don't make it to the sweep. They don't make it out of second round. They might not have made it. You know what? I don't know. I'll stand by that. I don't think they made the tournament. They were this close to missing the tournament last year, and they had Lucy Olsen, and they got Ava Hayden in, and yeah, it is cool. But it is very, very cool to see what these other colleges and what these other players, and it's cool to see none of this fucking nonsense. The South Carolina UConn bullshit of like, oh yeah, we can't say a positive word about her. When you're looking at, even on the men's side, you're seeing players trying to shoot from Caitlin's logo. And by the way, it is so far away. It is so far. Even like Sophie Cunningham was like struggling to hit the rim from that far. Like, players are standing there like, yeah, there's no way we can make this shot. There's no way we can make this. And it is cool to see. It is really cool to see a Fairleigh Dickinson team shooting from the Caitlin logo and going and posting it right before they're about to play Iowa. And you might be saying, oh, but like, they're scared of their opposition. They're giving up too much. Fairleigh Dickinson nearly fucking beat Iowa. They were a 15 seed. They nearly beat Iowa. They were this close to pulling off the first ever 15 versus 2 upset in the women's college basketball. I think there's been a 16-1 upset. I don't think there's ever been a 15-2 upset. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is cool? Do you guys think this is not? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.